And U.S. officials say the Obama administration is considering sending military trainers to help train some of those Syrian rebels. It would be a major expansion of a CIA effort that is already underway. But there are big questions still about who the rebels are. Clarissa Ward went into Syria to talk with them. She joins us from the border of Syria and Turkey. Clarissa, what did you learn? What do they want? And what are they getting?
Good morning, Charlie and Nora. Well, we just returned from that trip inside Syria with rebel fighters where we could clearly see evidence of U.S. support on the ground. But what isn't clear is whether that support is making any real difference.
These are the fighters that the administration is backing in Syria. Members of the Free Syrian Army, an umbrella of moderate groups that the U.S. sees as a crucial counterbalance to the growing influence of Islamic extremists vying for power in rebel-held Syria. Colonel Adnan Khatoba is in charge of the Free Syrian Army's supplies. He took us to a warehouse full of boxes that began arriving from the U.S. 2 months ago, uniforms, body armor, but he lamented it isn't nearly enough.
He's saying they've got like 10 helmets. It's not enough for one brigade, let alone the whole Free Syrian Army.
Of far more concern, Khatoba said, is the U.S.'s failure to deliver on its promise to send weapons. He took us to a separate warehouse where the group stores its ammunition.
This is it?
It was almost entirely empty.
He said this wouldn't even last 5 minutes.
The U.S. hasn't even given a bullet for my pistol, another commander added. A big part of why those weapons haven't been more forthcoming is because of U.S. concerns about the rise of extremist groups within the opposition. Yesterday, the New York Times released a video that appeared to show a rebel leader executing Syrian soldiers. Colonel Khatoba conceded that these groups present a big problem, but insisted that their numbers are small.
What Americans want to know is how can you make sure that any guns or heavy weapons they give you don't end up in the hands of these extremists?
I am the one who personally would receive these weapons, he said, and I would personally distribute them to the right groups.
Now, the assurances of moderates like Colonel Khatoba are unlikely to alleviate the fears of many Americans that these weapons would end up